Hello everyone, my name is Ivy, one of the registered dietitian on the bariatric team here at TWH. And this module will be talking about protein after bariatric surgery. As you know, protein is a very important nutrient for everybody, but particularly for bariatric patients. Protein is used in the body to build and retain muscle, to keep our immune system strong, and it plays a role in many of the body's important processes. For our SADI patients, the minimum protein goal is 100 to 120 grams per day. The only way that we can know whether you're reaching this goal is to track our food intake. Fortunately, there are many great online tools to help with this. Some examples are Baritastic app or MyFitnessPal app. Each of these free services can be found on the web or on your phone's app store. Now, if apps and websites are not for you, we still want to do our best to track our protein intake. To do this, it's important to read food labels, take note or estimate of the protein content each time you eat. This can be recorded in a notebook, on your phone, or wherever you want. If you're using this method, another great tool is found in your nutrition manual, where we have a list of high protein foods and how much protein they contain. This can be helpful for products that don't typically have a food label, like meats. Regardless of the method or tool you use, we want to add up our daily protein, making sure that you're getting at least 100 to 120 grams per day. You will likely need to stay on protein supplements to help you meet this goal. Now, to review some food sources of protein, we'll start with the most obvious sources. These include meats like beef and pork, poultry like chicken and turkey, seafood, and fish and eggs. Remember that some of these tough texture meat can be difficult to tolerate at 1 month post-surgery. So cut it in small pieces and utilize moist cooking methods such as braising, boiling, stewing, crock pot as much as you can. Now, dairy foods that have particular high protein are Greek yogurt. The Ocas 000 is a great choice with low sugar and high protein. Or you can choose the Skyr Icelandic style yogurt. Cottage cheese is another option, as well as milk and cheese. For yogurt in particular, keep an eye on added sugar. Remember, we want foods with less than 10 grams of sugar per serving to avoid the dumping syndrome. If you're having a lot of trouble digesting meat protein or animal-based protein, I do encourage you to try vegetarian sources of protein. I know many of us may not be familiar with these foods, but plant-based protein offer the advantage of being very easy to digest, which is particularly important for bariatric patients, especially if you're having trouble tolerating meat. Foods like tofu, edamame, tempeh, texture, vegetable protein, sente, veggie beef rounds, and soy milk are great sources of protein that can really help you out during this time. I encourage you all to push outside of your comfort zone and try some of these foods. You can find a list of recipe websites and books at the back of your nutrition manual. You can try bariatricfoodie.com to learn recipes from folks who also had bariatric surgery. Other plant-based protein sources are beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds. Some examples of beans legumes include kidney beans, chickpeas, and lentils, which are all high in protein and fiber. You can also start to try nuts and seeds at around 6 weeks after surgery. Just be very careful of portions here because nuts and seeds are what we call calorie dense. This means that even as little as 1 cup can be 900 calories, which can push us past our calorie limit without us knowing it. This is why we recommend limiting your portion to the inside of the palm of your hand or to a maximum of 1/4 cup. There are also a couple of high protein milks that are available on the market. These can be a helpful stepping stone when transitioning from protein supplements to solid protein foods. Some examples are the Fairlife and Joya or Natron Plus brands. These products are made by essentially taking apart the different components of milk and reassembling them in a way that make the protein content higher and sugar content lower. There are also a couple of high protein plant-based milk, such as a Ripple, which offers 8 grams of protein, Milk and Joy, which is an unsweetened almond milk with 8 grams of protein. These can be found in the grocery store or online, and they can be a great alternative. We find for those who find the protein supplements to be too sweet or too thick. There's also a protein water called Protein 2.0 that some folks prefer over traditional protein shakes. Another great alternative is the Revolution Fruit Splash, a protein powder that resembles juice more than the thick protein shakes. Yet another one is a plant-based protein shake brand called Good Protein that offers some unique flavors such as orange cream pop, chocolate mint, banana cream, as well as unsweetened flavor. These alternatives can be found online for delivery or supplement stores like Popeyes and GNC. This is an example of what eating looks like on the soft diet while meeting your goal of 100 to 120 grams of protein per day. A meal pattern similar to this will help ensure that you're meeting your protein needs. You want to take note of the fact that there are high protein foods at every meal and snack. This is important to meet your protein goal. At this point, you may be developing taste fatigue for the protein shakes, and you can introduce a different texture, namely the protein bars, once you're on the soft food diet. We have set out some criteria for choosing protein bars. You're going to be receiving a protein bar handout as part of your 1 month package. This handout can also be found on our website at TWH Bariatric Clinic. In general, we want to make sure that all bars have less than 250 calories, less than 10 grams of sugar, and at least 14 grams of protein. Just to give a few examples here, the pure protein bar is the most commonly found one and one of the most affordable option. The Quest protein bar and the Kirkland protein bar are high in fiber, which can be helpful when it comes to constipation. The Quest protein chip is a nice alternative to offer a different texture. You would have received a protein bar handout as part of your 1 month class package, and you can use that for more information. This is the end of the protein module. I'll see you in the next one.